We're in January, which means the transfer window is now open. Let's see what the Director of Football has in store for us. Hello everyone, I am Dan. Welcome to part 6 of the Director of Football Challenge Fearless Foxes, where we're managing Leicester City under the management of the Director of Football, really. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're all doing very well. And since the last episode, things haven't been going great, in all honesty. We lost the last game, of course, which you saw on yesterday's episode, where we lost to Feyenoord 4-1, and which ultimately meant we were knocked out of the Europa League at the group stages, which isn't great when the club vision was to reach the semi-finals. And we're out already, so not good. We're currently operating at a C-. They're a little bit disappointed with how things are going, and to be honest, I don't blame them. Let's jump in and show you exactly what has been going on before we jump into any transfer news. So, you was last with us for the Feyenoord game, as I just mentioned, where we lost 4-1. Less spoken about that one, the better. We then faced Chelsea at home. A very good game, this one. We lost 3-2. Reesy Perez pulled one back late on. It was a decent game, though. We went 1-0 up. Then very quickly, in the space of 2 minutes, Chelsea were 2-1 up. It was ridiculous. And then they went 3-1 just after 24 minutes, and I thought we was about to get a bit of a battering. We remained in the game. We played quite well. Just didn't have enough in the tank to actually get a goal sooner than the 92nd minute. And ultimately, we just didn't really fire up front, to be honest with you. Aston Villa are up next. We went away there. Perfect performance. We won 4-1. We were so close to keeping a clean sheet. But in the 91st minute, Ollie Watkins pulled one back for Aston Villa, because it would have been nice to keep a clean sheet. Because as you can see, we haven't kept a clean sheet since CSKA Moscow. What's that, about 7 games ago? 8 games ago, maybe? So defensively, we've been pretty poor. And again, the poor defence was on show when we went to Anfield. We lost 4-1 to Liverpool. Kelechi Iheanacho managed to score just before half-time, but it was too little too late, as Liverpool went on to score a goal, and we didn't manage to grab ourselves anything in the second half, so it finished 4-1 to Liverpool there. No surprise, Liverpool is a tough place to go, and they're playing very well this season. Tottenham was up next. It was a fantastic result. 3-1 victory over them. Harry Kane equalised. I was a little bit worried, thinking, here we go again. We're going to get trounced. The defence is going to collapse, but we didn't. Cengiz Ünder scored an absolute worldie in this game, and then Harvey Barnes went on to seal it in the 88th minute. So it was a very good performance against Spurs. I was very optimistic going into the Brighton game, thinking, right, come on, let's get back-to-back wins. Start winning back-to-back games again to get a bit of consistency, and we just didn't turn up against Brighton. Reesy Perez managed to get one back for us. I think it was 2-0. Was it 2-0? It was 2-0 at half-time. Perez brought one back for us in the 53rd minute. And I was thinking, right, here we go. We switched it up to the diamond. We looked a lot more dangerous. Perez missed an absolute sitter. And I have no idea how he missed it, but he did. And it would have equalised. And things would have looked a little bit better than they do today. And today we, of course, reached the FA Cup third round tie, which I brought you back for the Newcastle game. Let's show you exactly what's happened in the Premier League, or what's happening in the Premier League. So currently, I prefer this view actually. Currently we're 7th in the league. Not ideal. We've got a game in hand over Everton, who are ahead of us, but they're 6 points clear of us and in the position above us in 6th. And there was clarification somewhere that 7th is a Europa Conference League place, so we do need to finish in the top 6. At the minute, we're a little bit behind, but we've still got over half the season to go. We just need to hit a good run of form and get consistent once again. We're either very good or very bad. That's how it's been this season. It's like every other game. One game we're good, next game we're bad. The next game we're good, the next game we're bad. It's a similar pattern throughout. As long as we start getting consistent results, winning results, I think we will finish in the top 6. We've certainly got a squad strong enough for it, and we just need to turn the form around a little bit. The next Premier League game is away to West Ham. West Ham are currently 3rd from bottom, so hopefully you think we can go there and put on a similar performance that we did away at Aston Villa and score a few goals, come away with a victory, because we're falling a little bit behind on the goal difference as well, which could work out to be like another point. So we do need to be aware of that. Tottenham are right on our tails as well, in 8th place, just below us. on goal difference. But today is all about the FA Cup. But before we get into the FA Cup, we will discuss transfers. First of all, Demarai Gray. Of course, he's out on loan to Real Betis. At the minute, he's wanted by a couple of clubs, Wolfsburg and Genoa. Again, I have no idea how to pronounce it. And they're looking to sign him. Don't really know how he's doing at Betis. They have no interest in signing him currently. Form-wise, average rating of 6.54, so he's not ripping it up there. No wonder they don't want to sign him. Unused substitute in some games and not even selected, which is interesting indeed. So it looks like they don't want to sign him. A couple of clubs are interested. We did have someone interested, a couple of between the last episode and today. Someone was interested in buying him, and it looked like a £12.5 million deal, but I kind of really didn't take much notice of that, because why would they buy him in January for £12.5 million when he is free in the summer when he's out of contract? So I didn't quite understand that. On the transfers in front, we have made an offer, or the director of football rather, John Rudkin, has made an offer for Arsenal's Cedric. Apparently he could provide cover at right back. It's a loan option. I'm a little bit, do we need him? I don't think so. I'd rather see us focus on more attacking players, if I'm honest with you, because I think even though we're conceding a lot of goals, I don't think we really need a defender. If we do need a defender, it would be another centre-back, in my opinion. Cedric coming in as a right-back, we've got a lot of cover. We've got Castagna, we've got Justin, and we've got Ricardo Pereira. So I don't really understand what Cedric will bring us that's any better, because will he improve us? Because Castagna and Justin can play left or on the right, and as long as all three of them are fit, we don't need a fourth wing-back, in my opinion. He's got good attributes, he's a good player. Worth £15 million, 29 years old. He's a Portuguese international. He obviously isn't playing too much at Arsenal. He's not played once this season, so he is looking to go and grab himself some first team football. He didn't even play last season much either, only 5 appearances. So maybe they're looking just to loan him out to get some first team football. But he's not really going to get it at Leicester. He's not going to get in to my side. Enough of that then. So that is all the transfer news so far. We're at the 9th of January. A long way to go yet, but let's focus on today's opponents, Newcastle United, in the third round of the FA Cup. It's one of the best days of the football season, the third round of the FA Cup, and we're treating it with the utmost respect, because we kind of have to. We need to do well in one competition, don't we? So we've gone with a full strength side, and that side is this. It's Kasper Schmeichel in goal. We're actually going to put him on a support rather than an attack and see how he gets on with that, because he's still been a bit ropey. Justin at left back, Caglar Soyuncu, Wesley Fofana as the 2 centre-backs, Ricardo Pereira on the right, Tielemans and Ndidi as the 2 holding midfielders, Tielemans as the playmaker, Barnes and Cengiz Under on the wing, Maddison in behind Jamie Vardy, who's on a supporting, pressing forward role. And going back to the defensive issues, look at the average rating of Pereira, Fofana, Soyuncu and Justin. They're all in the greens, but we're leaking goals. I don't quite understand that. Tielemans has been very poor recently. We actually dropped him for the last game. Maddison played as a deep line playmaker. Perez come in as the number 10, but we're giving Tielemans another opportunity today because he's been poor. Hopefully that was a little kick up the backside to get him back into shape and focus. So let's jump into it then, and we will tell the boys that we need to really kick on today. We need to do well in this cup. So we're going to say this. The media have been on your backs for ages now. Prove them wrong. And that has motivated them all. So let's hopefully go and do it, lads. Newcastle United away at St James's Park. Not a full Newcastle United, full St James's Park, which surprises me. I thought they were meant to have one of the best fans in the league. They can't even fill up for an FA Cup game. And, of course, they haven't won a cup for years and years. You'd think they'd be right behind the boys today. Darlow with a goal kick. It's been a good start looking at the stats for us. Created a few chances, although we haven't hit the target just yet. Harvey Barnes coming forward for us. Give the ball to Cengiz Under, because I've realised he is our main threat up front. Have we got a penalty there? Apparently not. Under went down pretty easily. It looked like it could have. We may have had a claim for at least a VAR review, but nothing there. Vardy, good ball into Under. Under slots it home. 5th goal of the season for Cengiz Under, and that is wonderful stuff indeed. It's a lovely start for us. We celebrate in front of our own fans. We seem to have packed out our end, which is great. The boys want to do well in the cup, and so do the fans by the looks of it. Lovely ball from Vardy and Cengiz Under slotting home. I told you his last goal was an absolute worldie, and he scores a very good run there. Slots it home nicely. He's got a lot in his locker, plenty in his locker, Cengiz Under. Screamers, great runs. He does a lot of great running with the ball. Good dribbler. Sometimes his decision making in real life and in game. It's amazing how they're very similar in real life and in game, because some of his decision making is very poor. You'd see Vardy through screaming for the ball and then just shoot and belt it over the bar into row Z. And he's quite like that in real life as well. It's probably why he's not kind of getting in the squad with Brendan Rodgers at the minute. Vardy's in here and he hits it straight at Carl Darlow. That was a bit harder to say than it needed to be. St Maximin coming forward now. We are trying to put him on his weaker side because apparently he's only one-footed. And it looked that way there as he tried to shift it onto his right foot and bend it past Kasper Schmeichel, but Schmeichel was equal to it. I must say, because I have been criticising Kasper Schmeichel in game, oh no, what's this? I'll come back to Schmeichel. James Maddison's picked up an injury which is not great. It's a potential foot injury. Like for like replacement, we'll put Iosi Perez in because he's played well there, Iosi Perez. Hopefully that's not serious to Maddison because we could do without losing him. But back to Kasper Schmeichel then. A couple of still making a couple of mistakes. We're not very confident in him. I don't think the defence are either at the moment. But he saved the penalty against Brighton. Good penalty save. And things are starting to look a little bit better for him. St Maximin's just walked through our defence. And that was very poor defensively from us. What an awful goal to give away. Alan St Maximin makes it 1-1 here at St James's Park. What on earth happened here? Hayden played it back to St Maximin, got through Fofana easily. Soinchi put a half-hearted challenge in. I wouldn't even say it was half-hearted. And all of a sudden it's 1-1. Poor. We've been all over him first half. Look at the stats. XG 1.39 now, 15 shots. And all of a sudden it's 1-1. Not good at all. Callum Wilson gets to the ball before Chaglar Soinchi. Soinchi makes a great challenge. Fofana on the ball into Ndidi. Pings one out wide to Genghis Under, looking for Ricardo on the overlap. He doesn't opt to use him. He finds him now. And Tielemans strikes and Yuri Tielemans has scored a worldie. How similar is that goal that Yuri Tielemans just scored to the one in the intro video? If you skip the intro video, go back and watch it. That goal is extremely similar. Just like the goal at St James's Park against Newcastle United he scores in that intro. Spooky. What a finish it is from Yuri Tielemans. Who says Football Manager isn't lifelike when you're seeing goals replicated like that? Great strike from Tielemans, and it is 2-1. And we're back in front and deservedly as well with 17 shots in the first half. So a very good first half for us, apart from the poor defending for the St Maximin goal. We're going to say to them, don't let the performance levels drop. We're going to keep everybody out there because we've used one sub already, of course, because Maddison getting injured. Really hope that's not a serious injury because we could do without losing James Maddison. Callum Wilson's got a lot of space again and Kasper Schmeichel is there to save the day. It was a poor effort indeed. We are going to drop the defensive line to standard and not use an offside trap. Maybe the offside trap without Johnny Evans there isn't a great idea because he's the mastermind behind the defence. And Iosi Perez scores against his former club to make it 3-1. Third goal of the season for him. You don't see Perez score often for one or score with his head. I don't think I've ever seen Perez score a header. Lovely ball in for Cengiz Ünder and a header at the back post from Iosi Perez. Newcastle will be very, very disappointed with that. And again, Leicester City, it's another set-piece goal. Call me. I'll be down at the training ground teaching them how to take set pieces. We'll just show them Football Manager videos. Just show them my YouTube videos if you like. And get Maddison and Cengiz Ünder and co. And also the boys at the back going up for the headers. Just watch them. And we may change. It may win us a couple of points in real life. Cengiz Ünder, wonderful strike. It's 4-1 to the Foxes. This is more like it. I told you, we are either very bad or very good. We need to find the balance. And it's 4-1 with an hour on the clock. Wonderful goal from Cengiz Ünder. Second of the game for him. And it's another absolute worldie. He's got an assist as well. What a strike from Ünder. Keeper, no chance whatsoever. It's Newcastle United 1, Leicester City 4. Hopefully the board will be happy with this one because we don't want to get sacked, do we, first season? Man United only 1-0 up against Accrington Stanley. That's interesting as well. I forgot we should have a look what's going on in the third round. There's always some upsets. And hopefully Accrington could knock Man United out. That would be great, wouldn't it? It's only 1-0 there. There's time for them to equalise. Fraser on the ball now. Plays a ball into Callum Wilson and well blocked there by Wesley Fofana. Harvey Barnes looking to come forward. We should be looking at making a change soon. We've got West Ham in 3 days. Might look at taking Jamie Vardy off and giving him a little rest. Barnes coming forward. Ünder made a good run, but he didn't use him. Tielemans picks up the ball deep now. Plays a lovely ball to Harvey Barnes, whose pace gets him there. He keeps the ball in play. Plays it back to Tielemans. Barnes, was he offside? Apparently not. Tielemans pings the ball over the top to Wilfred Ndidi, and it's 5-1 to Leicester. And we're cruising to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Lovely goal indeed. Let's have one more look at it and then we will look to make 2 changes perhaps. It's a fantastic team performance this. Tielemans, little dink in there. He's got a goal and he's got an assist. I think dropping him did him the world of good. Wilfred Ndidi's first goal of the season. It's Newcastle United 1, Leicester City 5. And let's make a couple of changes then just to freshen it up. Vardy's going to come off. Kelechi Iheanacho's on. I was toying with the idea of bringing Slimani onto the bench because he's been moaning about not having first team football at all. But Iheanacho's been doing well every time he's come in. So we don't need Slimani on the bench as well at the moment. And we're also going to look at taking off maybe Wilfred Ndidi. Hamza Chowdhury can come on. I know he's just scored Ndidi, but he's so important to us. The last thing I need is for him to get himself an injury. We're going to drop some praise on the boys. Can we get 6 for the second time this season? This is what I mean. We scored 4 past Villa. We scored 6 past Sheffield United. We now scored 5 past Newcastle United. Just a shame about our defence. I know we've only conceded 1 today, but we just can't keep that clean sheet. That's about 8 or 9 games now, which is quite concerning. When we've got a reasonably good back 4, I'd say one of the best back 4s outside of the top 4 for sure. Wesley Fofana, great talent. Soyuncu, great talent. Evans, experience, and he's a masterclass there. So it is a bit weird why we are conceding as many goals as we are and not keeping more clean sheets. And we've got Schmeichel in there. I know he's having a poor time of it at the minute, but he's a fantastic goalkeeper. Justin at the byline now, looking to cut it back to Hamza Chowdhury. Chowdhury hesitates, plays it to Ricardo. Ricardo makes it 6. Second time this season we've scored 6 goals. Wonderful stuff, Leicester. And please produce this against West Ham next time out because we're capable and we're showing it. The team is young, the team is naive, and I think that's coming across this season for sure. Great strike from Ricardo, who gets his second goal of the season. I say naive because we put on performances like this and then we absolutely crumble against some teams. So 15 minutes remaining. It's a long old game for you guys today. Dummett on the ball now. Looking to play it back. It's very slow on the ball, Newcastle. Dummett receives the ball back. Ricardo Pereira seeing him down the channel and it's blocked by Pereira. Kengisunda now on the ball. Can we go and make it 7? This would be fantastic. Maybe Steve Bruce is going to get fired after this because the Geordies will not be happy. Under strikes and it's just over the bar. He is a wizard. We need to sign him permanently. If John Rodkin doesn't sign him permanently, I'll be extremely disappointed because he's absolutely superb under. Again, we rotate him a lot because sometimes he's fantastic, sometimes he's bang average and makes the wrong decisions. But when he's on it, he's absolutely on it. Schmeichel on the ball now to Kaglar Soyuncu. Soyuncu to Fofana. I mean, these highlights are coming coming thick and fast, aren't they? We're not really progressing in game time. Under going on one of his mazy runs now. Under, if he can lay it out to Barnes, he does. Lovely outside of the boot pass, I think that was. Barnes in the box. Is that a penalty, referee? They've given the penalty. Barnes looked like he wasn't really fouled. Maybe it was a bit of a clash of knees and he went down. Is this going to be 7? Is the penalty going to be given? It'll be fantastic if it is given. Penalty is awarded. Under, why is Under? Well, Under can take it actually. I think he's on 2 goals. And Under scores. I think that's a hat-trick. Is it a hat-trick? It is a hat-trick. Wonderful stuff. Cengiz Under deserves it. 7th goal of the season. It's Newcastle 1, Leicester City 7. This is fantastic. Keeper probably should have had that, shouldn't he? Because it wasn't a great penalty. It went in, but it wasn't in the corner. He probably should have had that indeed. 26 shots. We are going to drop some praise on the boys. We are going to bring the tempo down just to give him a little bit of a respite for the last 5-10 minutes. And what's going on? United is still 1-0 up. Norwich are 4-0 up at Stoke. Millwall 2-1 up against Peterborough. No time to scroll down there. Ozzy Perez on the ball. Plays a big diagonal ball looking for Harvey Barnes. Now St Maximin looking to come forward. Gave up on it and Yuri Tielemans picked it up. We're still hungry for more, aren't we? Tielemans. Harvey Barnes now doing wonderful stuff on that left-hand side. Barnes back to Tielemans. Tielemans going to open up with a shot. Back heels to James Justin. Tielemans. Ozzy Perez. And it's well defended there from Lascelles. Newcastle looking to come forward, but they just can't get the ball off of us. We've been relentless today. Harvey Barnes picks up the ball. Barnes travelling well. Plays it out wide to an overlapping Ricardo. We're a bit reluctant to get this ball in. Tielemans has got space to shoot. Tielemans does strike. That's why we didn't get the ball in the box, because we got Yuri Tielemans who can hit them like that. Newcastle 1, Leicester City 8. This is quite incredible. And it was a wonderful worked goal, isn't it? Ricardo Pereira, lots of space again. What are their wing-backs doing? I mean, our wing-backs are getting forward. They got 3 at the back. and playing with 2 wing-backs. They should be picking up the overlapping Ricardo and James Justin. They absolutely haven't done today. Under's got a 10. Tielemans has got a 9.6. That was an absolute fantastic performance. Performance of the season for sure. And what a wonderful way to get through to the 4th round. We'll probably go out to like Millwall next. That's probably what will happen. What is the... that's terrible, isn't it? Simply great. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right, James Maddison is out for up to 4 to 5 weeks. That is the only bad thing about this game. It was a twisted ankle. Seems quite a long time to be out with a twisted ankle. We will leave it to the physios. We won't inject him. Bit of a shame, but Ozzy Perez has got a chance now to step up. Let's find out when we will come back then in this save. So a fantastic win there. 4th round is in a few weeks' time. We'll probably skip past that because it's only in 4 games' time. I'll tell you what, we'll come back for a big game. How about Manchester City at home? That seems a good one. That's about 7 games' time. Hopefully we'll be through in the FA Cup. And that'll be a nice one to come back to because it'll be the end of the transfer window and you'll be able to see exactly the business that we managed to do, or John Rocky managed to do, throughout January. So guys, if you did enjoy that video, please leave a like on there. Really helps the channel out and helps the series in the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new here. Hit the little bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow here on Reesy FC. Bye bye.